Okay, guys, good morning and welcome to our team call for October 15th. We are going to discuss our why and our purpose. So let me share the screen here. I can't speak this early in the morning. All right, thumbs up. Everybody can see my slides. Okay, perfect. So like I was just explaining to you guys, we're going to talk about our why and our purpose or our mission. I was listening to some things and took down some notes and just wanted to share with you guys because I know this is a really hard part. But before we get into like the meats and potatoes of this call, I had some info that I want to give you guys. So we have a few big things coming up. We have October 29th is Super Saturday. So if you are not already registered, make sure you get registered. Like I've explained in a couple of the other calls, you will go into your back office under events and you can find one near you. If you can't find one near you, you should host one like I do and like Natalie is going to do this month. There is not one near her. She decided, you know what, I might as well just host one. So she's stepping up to the plate in that leadership role and she's going to host her own Super Saturday also. So if you don't have one, just host one. It could just be you and your mom sitting in your living room, but at least you're getting all the information. You don't want to be the last one to get this information. And getting to these events and or hosting these events, it's such a different feel for your business. Like it really gives you that drive and that energy to keep going because this business can get hard. It has its ups and downs. So you want to keep refilling your cup. And these events and getting on these calls is how you're going to refill that cup. We also have our Coach Basics Beginners. Amy and I tweaked the way that group is going to be run. So we finally put it into effect. This was the first week that the new version of Coach Basics Beginners has started. So it's opened, it's ready. As you get new coaches on board, once you put them into that group, if they're business builders, I mean, they cannot be business builders also, and they could just learn how to set up their business center if they choose to. So you can talk to them about it because that's what Coach Basics Beginners is about. It is about setting up their business for success, learning how to set up their back office, learning how to set up their website, learning what the verbiage is about coaching so they're not lost when they get on these calls and they understand what people are saying. So it is to really get their business started right and have it all set up and ready to go. They set up their EFT in there, everything. There is a video that they should watch before they get started on anything, and the video that Amy and I had done will completely explain to them how to utilize that group so they can have the success they need in their business. The next thing coming up is we have Core de Force. It'll be available the 31st for us, and I'm not sure if that means it's going to be available the 31st for us to send orders through the app, through the coaching app. So that I'm not sure. But if you have people, I don't remember who it was. Was it Whitney or was it somebody that has people that wants Core de Force. You can try on the 31st in the app to see if it's going to be there to be able to send them the order. If not, they would have to wait to the 1st. I'm not really sure how that's going to go. But it is coming out soon. I don't know who on here is going to be trying it, but I'm excited. I mean, I did the sneak peek and I tried it at Summit Super Soar. So I like it because I know the soar is because I'm going to have results. So I'm excited to see the whole routine. A little bit of updates. We have that team spirit coming up. I don't know if you guys have been seeing it. You should daily be checking the right side of your back office with all the news and information because they give all this kind of information of things that are going to be coming up so that way you're knowledgeable. It's going to be a fun little coaching competition. Very similar to Team Cup, it sounds like. But is it raining outside? Holy crap, it's raining. Welcome to Florida. So it's called Team Spirit. If you want to read all the information about it, about how it's run and how you do it, the back office FAQ is 1726. But it's going to be fun, and I mean, why not, right? And it's going to start the 1st, and Monday, they're going to open up registration for it. So get on that FAQ, read the information about it, and see if that's something you want to do, but why not? These types of fun little competitions, for me, it's like if you're already doing the work, you're already reaching out to people, you're already doing everything. This is just like a fun little added thing that you can get together with other people and have some fun with your business, just like the Team Cup. So there's no reason not to be joining and registering for these things. So if you are going to register and do things, let's post in the team group and let's try to get people together. Also, this month's Success Club qualifiers, they earn the invitation for that personal development webcast. So it's going to be with Eric Quallam. I don't know if you guys know very much, but it's going to be a you don't want to miss this webcast. So those that get Success Club 5 or above will definitely be a qualifier to earn that invitation. And then whatever day they're going to have the webinar, we're going to have an email like a couple days before to give us the link and the code to get in and all of that stuff. So just wanted to update you guys on that information. I want to take a moment and welcome these new coaches so far. You guys, we have 11 new family members so far this month, and it's only the 15th of the month. Like, to me, that's awesome. So I just wanted to take a moment and welcome all of them to our awesome team. I'm super excited that they have joined our team, and as some are discount members, they are still a part of the Get Fit Crew team. We are still here to help them with their journey and lift them up as we always do. So I just wanted to take a moment and welcome all of you to the team. This is something new I wanted to add into our calls, which is the leadership ladder. If you are not too familiar with the leadership ladder, I will be doing a call next month explaining and understanding all the different parts of the leadership ladder, which are business starter, team builder, team leader, organization leader, and executive leader. Those are the different rungs in the ladder. And you have to hit certain parts in your business in order to get into that part of the ladder. So I just wanted to start putting this up here as well, because it's also something that we should be having our eye on, as well as the 3 people every month, and as well as your volume. You should have your eyes on leadership ladder and have a goal of where on the ladder you want to be and hit that goal. I was excited. I hit team leader last month, but it's an every month thing, so you can bounce around. So as you can see, I'm at team builder this month, hoping to get myself right back to team leader next month, which so far it looks like it might get there. Natalie right now is business starter, but I am so confident that she will be team builder next month or the month after. So you guys have to just go in the back office and check out. You can go into the FAQ and type in leadership ladder if you want to read about it. But like I said, next month I will be doing a call explaining each rung of the ladder and what you need to get yourself to that rung of the ladder. This is something that they didn't always have in coaching. Oops, I don't know how I went there. They didn't always have that in coaching, and this is something that they put together to help those that really want to build their business and get themselves to the top, that this is something that you can strive for to help you get there. Now, one of my favorite slides, we have our PV and our Success Club side. So we have more people on the board this month than we had last month. So you guys are, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You guys are doing fantastic. I know a lot of times it's in your mindset. So even if I have to keep texting you every week to keep you in that mindset, but great job to Natalie, Julia, Holly, and Albert. And I'm sorry if any of you got points and they're not on here. I did this slide yesterday. So if you had points that kind of showed up late last night or this morning, I apologize if you have points on the board. Now my shout outs. I got to give my shout outs to these 2 ladies. Tara did round 2 of her Country Heat and 17 pounds down. I think, you must be, and you can unmute yourself, Tara. Are you at 20 or 21 now? I know you're more pounds down now than you were at this point.
Yep, I'm 21.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And that is from her pressing play and doing it, getting her workouts in. She is not waiting to find the time. She has been making the time to get those workouts in. And I know that, 1, it was hard for her to even post these pictures. And 2, it was hard for her to make that time for herself. But she finally has a routine that works for her, and she's sticking with it, and she's following the meal plan. So when we say these programs work, they work. So if your challenges are telling you, I'm not losing any weight and I'm not seeing any difference, then they're not doing it. They're not following the meal plan the way they should, and they're not making that time to press play. And another shout out from our team is Natalie. She passed her year mark. Natalie has done a bunch of programs in that year, and these results are awesome. And that picture you posted the other day where you were sideways, awesome. Like, last night you were the topic of conversation from Alex. He was just like, because I guess he opened his Facebook to find you. He's like, Natalie, that coach Natalie on our team, her results are sick. These are awesome. She needs to enter the Beachbody Challenge. Like, he was going on and on and on about your results. He's like, these are just amazing. So I wanted to make sure I gave you that shout out also. Make sure when you see me posting, this is something I want to continue doing. It's something Jen started doing on her Fit Family Team calls, and I just absolutely loved it. And I was like, well, that was dumb. Why did I never think to do that? You know, because we are coaches, but first and foremost, we are challengers, and we're on our own journey too. So we should shout this out every time we finish a program, you know, whether you have a good before and after picture or not. If I post, did you finish a program, post below what program you finished. And if you don't want to post your picture, you can post what you lost or what inches or what weight you lost or whatnot. And let's give each other shout outs, you know, and a big round of applause for finishing a program. That alone is a big deal, doing a program from beginning to end. So I want to make sure we start doing that. So I'm going to be posting more often towards the end of each month to see who finished a program recently, so we can put that into our next month's call. So great job to both of you ladies. You guys are rocking it. You're doing really good. And keep sharing those transformations, because that people have to see. A lot of people are visual. I'm a visual person. So to see this, to just hear you and watch you press play every day, but then to see the results you've gotten from pressing play at home, to me, that's where I connect. So a lot of other people are probably the same way. So make sure you guys are sharing these. And if you don't have your own transformation picture, go in the team page. I made a file for it. So all the coaches on the team and stuff have been putting their transformations from all the time that they've been I mean, I put my very first transformation with 21 Day Fix on there, which is an old picture, but it's still nonetheless a real people, real results type transformation picture. So those are in there so you can utilize them. So make sure you're using that files tab in that album, because you need to be posting real people, real results. So if you're posting a result from somebody on our team and you say, you know, this is Natalie, she's a coach on our team, and these are her results, it's more of on a personal level than you just sharing a transformation from the Beachbody back office. And makes it more real for the people. So Amy's been really great. She's been giving a lot of shout outs from the team and stuff like that. So just make sure that you're doing that. You need to be showing some sort of transformation. You can't just show your workouts and your drinks and don't show what they do for people. Okay, so let me get out of the screen share here and talk to you guys. I like to see your faces when I'm talking to you guys, and talk to you guys about the why and the purpose. So some questions that you need to ask yourself for the why and the purpose. Having a why as to why you do what you do, to me, that's the biggest thing of everything. If you don't have a reason why you started this business, or a reason why you started your transformation journey, you're not setting yourself up for success. You don't have that visual. You don't have that thought constantly in your mind to push you. If you're just like, yeah, I'll drink this. I don't know why I'm drinking it, but I'll just drink it. It's not going to push you to drink it every day. If you don't have a reason why you want to press play every day, it's going to be hard for you to do it. If you don't have a reason why you want to build your business, and it's a real, like, good, like, get in down deep why, it's not going to push you to be present every day for your business if you don't have a deep enough why and a deep enough purpose. So I thought it was really important. So I have notes here. So one of the questions, these three are for finding your why. One question to ask yourself is, what are some things that you have gone without in your life? So when you're thinking about it, think of things that you have gone without. Like for me, when I talk about my story and stuff like that, things that I went without, I was never able to do my nails, never able to do my hair, never able to buy myself new clothes. Like, you know, I would walk through the mall and do the I would love, but I could never get myself anything. I also was without the connection, like what our team has. Just that complete, tight family unit bond with my friends. You know, I was always the person that I had more guy friends and girlfriends because I never found females that were on the same level as me. And to be able to have that through this was a big deal for me. And that's why I love the community that our team has, and I love how connected we are. And that's why that was my vision with our team, was to be that connected. So that's what I think of when I think of the things that I was without in life. Also, without extra money to be able to go like family date night like I did last night, things like that. What are you crying about? Another thing that you need to ask yourself. So second question to ask yourself when trying to find your why. How has that made you feel, and how has it affected your quality of life? Meaning from question number 1. So for me, not being able to do little things for myself. Okay, if you're going to scratch at me, you either come up or come down. My puppies are like my kids. You guys have your kids that are all over, and I have my dog that's like pawing at me to play with me. So for me, it affected me to where I felt less of a person, I guess you could say. Not being able to do little things for myself, like go and feel like $1 million just after having somebody put some polish on my fingers. Like, it might sound silly, but you feel fantastic after getting a manicure and a pedicure, or you feel great after going and buying yourself like a new cute shirt to wear out if you happen to go out. And a sense of feeling like I didn't belong. So those were some of the ways that affected me. And it affected my relationship at that time because I had no money. We had no money. So, finances can put a big burden on a relationship. So those are some ways that my answers to the first question had affected me. The third question to ask yourself to help you find your why is, if life were perfect a year from now, what would I do? Where would I go? And what would I have? So if you had like a magic book or a magic piece of paper, and you could write out your perfect life, like a year from now, where you want your life and all the perfect things of your life, and if you wrote it on that piece of paper, it would happen, what would those things be? That's what you need to think. For me, and I'm going off the cuff, I only have the questions written here, just so you know. I do not have the answers. I actually wasn't even going to say answers, but I figured I might as well try. If I'm going to have you guys try, I might as well try to figure out my answers. So for me, gosh, a year from now, okay, my student loans would be paid off. I would have my second home in Tennessee and my second home in the Keys, which the Tennessee one will happen in a month, so that'll be awesome. Let's see, a year from now, I would be able to get Alex his upgraded truck that he wants. He wants the Sierra because it's bigger than the one he has. He's like the big man in the little truck instead of the big man in the little coat. His truck is so small for him. So I would want to get him that bigger truck. Let's see, a year from now. I would be doing just Beachbody. I wouldn't be working with my mom. That's definitely my year goal. I will be, a year from now, let's see, to be like a 10-star coach a year from now would be quite awesome. So I guess I'll put that on there. Because if I have that on there, then all the finance stuff comes into play. That's all I can think of like right now off the cuff, why my brain is still trying to wake up from a year from now. So those are the 3 things that you should ask yourself to help you find that why. And help you, like those questions help you dig deep into that why, instead of, I'd like to be financially free and spend more time with my family. Those are great whys because that was my why when I started. But now you want to dig a little deeper into that why and put some emotion behind it. Because once you put emotion behind something, you get emotionally connected, it's going to push you a little bit more. So that's why I really liked these questions, because it really gets you digging deep into those answers. And be real with yourself with these answers. And I would love for you guys to share them with me. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. So let's see. Now we're going to find our mission and our purpose. Okay. So these are 3 questions that you should think of and ask yourself to figure out your mission and to figure out your purpose. Because that kind of goes with your why. Make sure you're actually on that right path. Okay. So the first question is, when I look at the world, what brings me pain? What brings you pain when you look at the world? When I look at the world, the thing that brings me pain is all the hurt and all the hate in the world. And hurt, I mean, all that negativity that you see on the news with this kid being taken and this kid not found and this person being raped and killed and, and it's just, to me, that all the hate, that's why that is that way. You know, like there's so much hate in the world. Those things bring me pain. And to see people without, to see people that maybe if they had something like this, something to where it would make them open their eyes and look at their life and figure out how they can make it better, they wouldn't be without. You know, maybe they would have pushed themselves just a little bit harder to find that job, you know, instead of being on the streets with their family. So those are the things that when I look at the world, that's what causes me pain. Let's see. The second question is, what specific changes have you seen in your life that you want to share with the world? Which is basically your story. So when you're answering this question, number 2, what specific changes have happened in your life that you want to share with the world? It's going to be your story, but that's going to make you really think about all the changes in your life. For me, I have been sharing it. I used to be afraid to share my story because I think I was more embarrassed by my story and embarrassed where my life was. So I was afraid to share it. So you have to think of all the things that have changed. My main thing that has changed in my life that I love to share with people is the change in me. I am a totally different person. I actually went to lunch with a friend of mine that I haven't talked to or seen in a really long time. And that's the first thing she said. She's like, wow, you are totally a different person than when you were married to your ex-husband. She's like, you're so different. She's like, all in a good way. She's like, but I see such a difference in you just sitting here talking to you and listening to how you're talking about things and talking about the turmoil that you still go through with your ex. Like before, when you would talk to me about what you're talking to me about right now, you would be stressed, you would be crying, you'd be frustrated. She's like, and you're just talking to me about it. So that would be one thing that I would share with people is the change in myself. That is one change. The third question on finding your purpose and finding your mission is, if you can sum up the difference in others in 3 words, what would those words be? What? So if you could sum up the difference in others, like meaning the differences in you, what would those be? My 3 words, I joined Beachbody. Those are the 3 words that I would tell somebody as to what made those changes in me. So question number 3 goes with number 2. So those would be my 3 words. And it's because I joined Beachbody that I was doing all the personal development and working on me and making myself a better person and learning how to constantly focus on that positive and learning how to embrace the happiness and positive, and it's okay. Look at Lucy's like telling you a big story. She's like, Mom, involve me in this call. I see her. She's like, and that's what made me think of her when I saw that baby in the movie, because that baby was just like talking away. I'm like, oh my God, that looks like Lucy. It's so cute. So those are 3 questions for each thing that when I was listening to the video, I was writing down, and it was actually helping me dig a little deeper into my why and my purpose and stuff like that. So I really, really, really wanted to share that with you guys. I want to open up the floor. You guys can unmute yourself. I can't talk this morning. Unmute yourselves.
Maybe you should mute yourself.
Yeah, I think I need to mute myself and let you guys take over this call. I'm not done with my shake, so my focus energy is not in my body yet. I haven't really grabbed my shake yet. So my brain isn't functioning. And I want to kind of open up the floor. If anyone wants to share some of your questions, some of your answers to some of these questions, and kind of test out maybe what your answers are, if you feel comfortable enough, or if you have questions about any of this. But those are like the main things that if you really ask yourself those and you're truthful with them, you're going to find your why and you're going to find your purpose. Anybody want to try some of these answers? It doesn't have to be all of them. Like, you know, it could be, what are some things about in the world, you know, that bring you pain to help try to find your purpose or anything like that. And no one has any questions?
Hold on, I'm looking at it. I think that's the thing that I hate when I'm walking around. I work in Newark, and Newark is one of the worst places in New Jersey, next to Trenton, which is the motor capital of the world. But there's so many people that are walking around, and you can just tell that even if they, nobody really has anything there. But you can tell the people that have nothing and are empty, versus the people so there's a lot of churches around. I can almost cherry pick the people off the street that probably go to those churches, because although there's nothing in the community, they don't have that downtrodden, beat up, look to their face. And it kills me because we do a lot of outreach at work. So you kind of get the firsthand view of it. I've gone to, there's a Covenant House right by my job, and every summer we do a summer barbecue for those kids. And they come in at the beginning of the day, and they're really skeptical. They look at you they're really angry, whatever. And then just that couple hours with us, we make jewelry. I mean, these kids are, 16, 17, 18 years old. But we set up jewelry tables, and they play games. We get a DJ. We have a karaoke machine. So we're not doing anything extravagant, but just for those few hours that people came there and showed that they half gave a shit about them, they leave with this light in their face, and I just think that it's really sad, like you said, that people aren't given, people don't give. Everything is me, 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 me. And because everything is so selfish in this world, people suffer for it, I know that the best feeling that I have is not my 20-pound weight loss. It's the people that, listen, that feels good, but it's the people that reach out to me and are thank you for listening to me when I don't know what I'm doing, So it's just a little tiny bit of, I don't know, I wouldn't call it philanthropy, but I think that we kind of do, this kind of outreach on an everyday basis, So.
Yeah, I notice it too. You walk around the streets, you could just read people's faces. You can see.
And to tell you the truth, though, before I did Beachbody, I didn't notice it. Not because it wasn't there, but because I wasn't there. I wasn't up here. I wasn't vibing up here. I was vibing way down there with them.
So you didn't notice. Mm-hmm. That's true. Now that you say that, I don't remember noticing it before, but I definitely notice it now. I'm such a people watcher. So we can go somewhere and I'll people watch, and I can be like, oh, they're happy in their life. They're happy. You can just tell in their eyes who's truly happy. Did anybody else have anything that they wanted to add to this? Or as I was asking the questions, maybe you had something that came right to mind that you wanted to share with the team, or any questions about it? No, everyone's good? Okay, so I have a call to action for you guys. I just, as I'm talking to you guys, I'm just staring at him. He's so cute.
Say hi. Say hi.
Morning. Morning.
Look at Lucy. Say hi.
I know Lucy's like, hello.
Oh.
He smiled for Lucy. But
I guess he doesn't care if Lucy knows he has a passy and he's almost 3.
So my call to action is going to be that I would love for you guys to really sit down and give yourself some time, some me time, to answer these questions and answer them truthfully. And if you want to share them, or you want to show me that you answered them, or you want to share them in the team, feel free to share them in the team. If you want to share them on your personal page, you know, as part of like a post or something of, you know, I was given a call to action to find my why and purpose, and here's my why and purpose. Feel free, tag me because I want to read it. But my call to action is for you guys to utilize this information, utilize these questions, and really get the answers for yourselves, because it's going to help you move forward. It's going to help you tremendously, both in life and in your business. So I want you to be real honest with yourself, dig deep, you know, and if you are real honest with yourself, there should be some emotion when you're writing, whether a tear falls on your paper or whatnot. There should be some sort of emotion when you're writing, because then that means you're digging enough to get the answers to these questions. It means your why is going to be so heartfelt that there's going to be nothing that's going to stop you. You are going to show up every day with consistency in your business, because your why is going to be so down deep that you're not going to want to skip a day. And that's what you need. You need your why so deep that it doesn't matter what's going on in life, you are going to at least show up and do your 4 vital behaviors for that day at a minimum, you know, or at least follow up with the people that you promised them you would that day at a minimum. At least do the minimum for that day, even though life's down or hard or something's going on. Just trust me, I've been there. Since being a coach, I've had a lot of downs go on, and it's very rare if I don't show up a day. I just at least do the bare minimum, because my why is so, like, there are so many things that I need and want out of this business that I show up every day the best I can. And like I said, sometimes it's just to go into my Teamsy and just do who my follow-ups are, because that's all that I'll be able to do that day because of what's going on. But at least I've done that, you know, and I've been there and I promised them I would. So definitely need to dig deep and get the answers to these questions, so that gives you that drive to show up every day.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
So like you were saying, we have those 4 vital behaviors. Is the follow-ups the one, if you only have time to do one thing, is that what you do?
And my personal development. I always do I drink my shake every day, and which is proof the product works, that, and I do my workouts. I mean, when I had the surgery, I couldn't do my workouts, but I would go for like a walk. But business-wise, I make sure I at least get my follow-ups done, you know, and if I had a call with any of you guys, I get that done, because to me that's important. And then I still drink my shake and try to get my workout in. Those are the main things that I do. I make sure I get my personal development done, even if it's just me listening to a little bit of audio. But I definitely, like, to me, that's the bare minimum. But this, I don't even count this anymore as like part of because it's just my everyday routine. So sometimes I forget to say, but I drank my shake, you know, because for me, like, if a day goes by and I don't drink my shake, then something's definitely wrong. Then I'm out of Shakeology for some reason. I don't have any in the house if I didn't drink it. But I definitely do the follow-ups in my personal development, business-wise. Those are like my bare minimum that I get done.
Blue, brown.
And for anyone that
Do we like a dark blue for this water?
you have to make sure you have some
Or
sort
a dark,
of Teamsy. I love. I'm happy with it. I'm actually like this close to throwing away my note cards, because I'm loving the way it's working for me. And I can have it anywhere. It's right here on my phone, or I can go on the computer, or I can go on my iPad, so I don't have to worry about carrying my note cards, but you do have to pay for it. So the note cards work for me fantastically, but now I've grown to the point that my stack of note cards was so big,
it's all water.
my box had to be so big, I couldn't travel with it. So I had to find something that I could
Except
take
for the ducks.
with me for when I travel. So you need to have some sort of system, and something that works for you. Everyone's different. Some people are just a notebook.
We do.
Some people like the note cards. Some people like Excel. I wasn't an Excel or a notebook person, because I felt like I still couldn't find anyone. It was just all written everywhere. So the note cards worked for me until I had the funds or the need to do something else.
Bye, Bobby.
But I will be putting together a video,
Bye,
some
Bobby.
training videos on how to set up and how I use Teamsy for my business. So that way you guys can see how I utilize it. So when you get to that level, or if you're already at that level, it could be helpful to you. I try to do training videos on whatever I can think of that you guys can benefit from, that I do in the business that helps me. So that will be video up and coming soon. I'm actually going to be speaking on Stella's team call. I want to say it's the 26th, the Wednesday night, about Teamzy and how I use it for my business and how it's helped me and stuff like that. So as soon as I have the information for that call, I'll definitely post it in our team page if any of you guys want to get on it. But if nobody has any other questions or nobody wants to share any of their answers yet, or you're not even sure of your answers because you need to sit down and really think, that's all that I had for you guys today. Hi, Lucy. Hi, baby.
Do not change color.
Hi, honey.
The chicks change color.
Mhm.
They do.
Natalie, hopefully she'll take a good nap for you today.
Oh, I'm taking one with her.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I have to tell you, these are just like the cutest little moments. So Olivia's making a card for her friend because it's her birthday party today. And she said, I've never seen a yellow duck. So she wanted to see a baby duck. So this is what I'm looking at right now. How cute is that? And she's like, well, why do they change? We don't change. And I was like, because that's how God made them. Because that's what I say when I don't have an answer.
Right.
And she's like, oh, okay.
Okay, that's good enough. Once you say, well, that's because that's what God did, I mean, well, what other question can you have after that? See, and this is what I love about these calls. You know, the kids are on there. We get to hear stories about what the kids are doing that day. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Is this part?
I love it. I love the video because I get to see everybody and see the kids and hear
Yeah,
the
that's all water.
And Lucy usually tries to teach us a thing or two when we're on here.
Baby ducks are really cute, by the way, guys.
Yeah, they are. I had one as a pet until my brother killed it.
I used to chase them around my grandmother's apartment complex until the big ducks started biting me.
Yeah, they're super cute. Super, super cute.
Like, how cute is this picture? Seriously. I'm killing you guys with cuteness right now.
Oh my God.
Aw, kitty cat. That's so cute.
I'm a nerd. Anyway.
All right, guys. Well, if nobody has any questions or anything, then that's all I had for you guys this morning. And I'm really excited to hear your answers to all of these questions. You guys' whys and your purpose. And me knowing your why helps me help you with your business as well. So I would really love if you guys share with me. Even if you don't want to share with me, you can email it to me or text it to me or message it to me or whatever, because by me knowing your purpose and your why is going to help me remind you on the days that you might forget or the days that you might be really down because the business is slow or something might be happening in life and you might forget your why and your purpose. And I can remind you of that. So it helps give you that little push that you need, that little reminder as to what you told me, why you're doing this and the purpose of you doing this for. So I look forward to reading them. And then when I learn your whys and stuff, I get to know you guys even more. So, which you guys know is my favorite part, as Lucy says no to me. She's like, nope, you don't need to know me anymore. So, all right, guys, well, have a good rest of your day. I'm going to go get my power hour done. I have some follow-ups in my Teamzy, so I'm going to go work on that and get some of all my messages answered and my happy birthdays and Facebook done and stuff like that so I can go on with my day. I feel a homecoming dress shopping today.
Oh,
Oh
fun.
my God, so cute. Okay, so I have to ask you,
Yes.
what do they wear for homecoming dresses down there?
Some of the girls go a little overboard, I feel. They're
What's
like-
overboard?
Well, some of them have like these mermaid fitteds that like complete tight dresses. Kayla wants like a cute cocktail dress. Some of them are off the shoulder.
Okay,
like,
so homecoming and prom dresses up here are like, okay, she wants you to see the picture. Here, everybody.
oh, that's cute.
She's not done yet, she said. They're like completely bejeweled, like bodices with these big, like, I'm like, oh, no. I wore a black dress to my homecoming.
I did. I wore a white dress to my prom and a black dress to my homecoming. This will be her first homecoming. She didn't go last year. And I'm bummed because it's not my weekend to have her. So she's getting ready at her dad's. And, and I'm not even in
Switch.
town.
He always makes you switch. Make him switch.
He won't. She's already asked. And I know he wants to be involved in this special day for her. And I won't even be in town that weekend. So even if we do switch, my mom would be getting her ready because
All right. Well, at least he wants to do it.
I'll be in Tennessee. But now that she said well, mom's not even in town. Nana's probably going to do it. Then he said, oh, well, okay, maybe we'll look and see if there's a way we can switch. So he didn't want to switch because then I would have been able to share that moment with her and he wouldn't have. So we'll see what happens, but I don't know. I'm bummed that I won't be with her getting ready for her first homecoming, but at least I can go shopping with her and I can teach her how I did her makeup for her Quince so she can do her makeup and stuff like that.
Oh, the green goes.
I'll have to make the memories that way. But it's definitely hard. That's the hard part of my life, not being there for the important things. So,
I hear you.
all right, guys. Well, I'm going to go get some work done and finish my shake now that my focus energy is kicking in and my mind feels clear. And I look forward, like I said, I look forward to reading your whys and your purposes and helping me help you guys a little bit more. It sounded like she just said why.
I thought she said bye.
Bye, baby.
Bye, Lucy.
All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Amy, enjoy John. Tell him I said hi. Have a good weekend with him. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.